What's up everyone, how are you all? Today we are back with another blazing Naruto story. What if Naruto's soul was stolen by a dark god? If you enjoy, then please like, share and do comments. And also check the description to original creator of this beautiful creation. Naruto stood holding two kunai. You scared, scaredy cat? Into a giant snake summoned by Orochimaru, blocking its path. Though the traitor was having none of it, his long tongue extended down and wrapped Naruto up before lifting him up while exposing his stomach. So, you're that brat, can't have you interfering with my plans later on. With that said, the traitorous snake-like ninja slammed his purple flaming hand into Naruto's stomach. Goku Fuin. The new seal was placed atop the Reaper Death Seal. Without a care in the world, Naruto was tossed aside by Orochimaru, who suddenly extended his neck racing towards Sasuke. Naruto knew it was bad news, and so he in desperation transformed himself as Sasuke, then used a smokeless replacement with the original so fast Orochimaru never knew what happened. Sasuke, upon seeing Naruto do so, felt saddened that his rival had such a crappy day. He quickly transformed into Naruto, to keep up appearances, but the snake ninja launched a monologue about he would seek power from him. Naruto felt something change as the dark power of the mark tried to enter his core, but found itself blocked by the seal put on it. Then the dark power decided to try to force holes in, but the end result would be far worse than what anyone would ever imagine. What nobody knew was that time then froze as the power of the Shinigami was played with by the power of half a shard of the Jubi and a man composed of hundreds of souls, as Naruto fell into a cell of some kind. SC Naruto's mindscape. The Orochimaru shard, soul copy looked around and saw the seal he had placed moments earlier. He then realized the Kyuubi brat had not only duped him, but had managed to use enough chakra to do such. Normally he would be pissed, but for once he desired to see what would happen. He walked to the cage and sat down, noting the waters revealed what the now fellow prisoner to the blonde would be seeing through his eyes. Kukakuku, Naruto-kun might have done something foolish, but now he has the chance to make sure his goal is fulfilled. After all, he might just find the secret to immortality for me. Orochimaru's copy watched as Naruto fall into some kind of cell, and the skin slowly rotted to a leather-like composition. Undead Asylum. Naruto fell into a cell as his skin became brown and leathery. He hit his head and knew no more for a long time. 10 million years later, Naruto had many plans, and due to his chakra being locked away, he had no choice but to meditate and converse with his four tenants. Naruto woke up and heard footsteps on the roof above him. The grate opened, revealing a knight who dropped a body in. The knight nodded to Naruto and closed the grate. Naruto approached the body and found a key. He also noted it said dungeon cell key when he picked up the key. He walked to the door and it said. Naruto looked at the door, then he opened it and the open went away. Walking out in the hallway, I found some person huddled up clutching their head, another one's body directly behind them. Poor bastard. He walked by and looked to the right, seeing an ugly bulbous beast with a set of spikes and an exposed tail holding onto what looked like an axe of obsidian and bone, with the thing having a pair of spikes shaped like wings. One ugly bastard. Naruto soon saw another person, tosses through the fencing enough to bend it at the top just past the person holding their head. Naruto walked along and saw a person leaning on the wall and sighed. Then he kept walking and saw someone sitting in the water just staring at the wall. Naruto turned and saw a set of steps going down a little and a small walkway connected to them. He went down the steps and along the walkway and saw a ladder at the end of a small path ending in a rounded chamber. He walked out and saw the ladder was a short one, but he figured why not climb it. At the top of the ladder, Naruto saw a large courtyard area leading to a large cathedral set of doors, and in the middle of the area was a sword embedded in a pile of ash, with a small fire emerging from the sword part and the ash. Naruto approached the bonfire-looking structure and looked at it closely. Light bonfire popped up, and he accidentally touched the blade, causing a flare-up of fire to from. He then saw the message had changed from light bonfire to rest at bonfire, and figured why the hell not. Once he sat down, he saw a large multi-tier list-like structure with leave being the only option available. Naruto got up and looked around, noting a door that led elsewhere, but he approached it and the message open popped up, but he thought of opening the door and the message changed to does not open from this side. Annoyed, Naruto walked to the large cathedral doors and opened them with some effort, as open popped up. Naruto noted the closed stone doors at one end and the open gate, like his cell door, in the left corner near it. He took several steps out as a large beast similar to the one he saw below dropped down, this one wielding a big hammer-like object, and he suddenly became terrified before his body acted on its own and ran to the open cell door-like structure just in time, as the beast swung its hammer at him and the draft from the swing flung him down the steps into the room below. Naruto got up and noted the bonfire in this room and unsteadily lit it, noting after he did so he felt refreshed. He turned and found the designer of this place likely had a step fetish due to the fact there was a lot of steps and single file pathways. He walked out and rolled to the left immediately as a bowman tried to take off his head. He saw a small shield and picked it up, noting the message of pillage corpse. He picked up the shield and saw the message, target shield, pop up. He decided to hold the shield in his left hand and walked back out, rolling under the arrow shot at him by the bowman. He rolled under it and the bowman ran off. He gave chase, idly noting a corpse. He saw the pillage corpse, and grabbed the knife laying nearby, and bandit's knife popped up. As he did so, he saw the bowman run up a set of stairs, and so he ran past to a small hiding spot and got ready to stab the bowman in the back when it least expected it. The wait wasn't long as the bowman soon went back to his post and Naruto snuck up on it and slashed the back of it 3 times and stabbed the corpse a 4th time to ensure it was dead. He noted that a small meter showing 20 popped up after he killed it. Odd, I wonder what it is. Naruto turned around and walked back to the place the bowman had go, and saw a set of stairs going up to a doorway with some kind of fog door at the end of a short hallway. Naruto approached the fog door, and when he got to the end of the narrowed doorway he found traverse the white light popped up. Upon passing through the white light he found himself in the upper area of the courtyard with the bonfire. Naruto walked along the right side of the upper walkway and saw 2 sets of stairs, one going up with a large metal ball at the top, and one going down to what looked like the ground floor. Naruto walked down and saw the gate that he couldn't open. Open popped up and he opened the door, and walked to the bonfire before resting at it. He ignored the rest at bonfire that popped up and the menu showing leave as the only option. Naruto stood up and walked back up the stairs, going up the stairs with the metal ball at the top and rolled to the side, dogging the fatal metal ball. He noted it punched a hole in the nearby wall, revealing the knight who saved him. He walked up to the knight and then the knight spoke to Naruto after Naruto saw the prompt talk pop up. "Oh, you're no hollow, eh? Thank goodness. I'm done for, I'm afraid. I'll die soon, then lose my sanity. I wish to ask something of you. You and I, we're both undead. Hear me out, will you?" Naruto noted the prompt pop up. "What is your decision?" "Yes, no," he nodded, and the knight continued, "Regrettably, I have failed in my mission. But perhaps you can keep the torch lit. There is an old saying in my family. Thou who art undead, art chosen. In thine exodus from the undead asylum, maketh pilgrimage to the land of ancient lords. When thou ringeth the bell of awakening, the fate of the undead thou shalt know. Well, now you know. And I can die with hope in my heart. Oh, one more thing, here, take this. An Estus flask, an undead favorite." An image of a golden pitcher popped up, Estus flask 5, and the knight continued as if time froze when the image popped up. "Oh, and this. Undead Asylum F2 East Key." Popped up as Naruto took the key before it vanished into wherever the items go. "Now I must bid farewell. I would hate to harm you after death, so, go now. And thank you." Naruto walked out with a heavy heart and he climbed the stairs, feeling like he had lost a close friend. As he climbed he didn't even notice the meter went from 20 to 120, he simply walked up to do as he promised and fulfill the task the knight he led Dai had requested him to do in his honor. As Naruto reached the top of the stairs he saw a hollow, as the knight had referred to them as, with a rusted and broken sword rush him. On instinct he swung the shield out to the left, knocking aside the sword strike and stabbed the hollow in the gut, killing it. This time he noted the meter went up 144. He flicked the blood of the sword and walked to the gate before opening it. He noted the pop-up of used Undead Asylum F2 East Key and sighed as he went through the gate. Naruto then noted another hollow came around the corner and he waited for it to get close, before he blocked the swing of it and slashed its guts open 4 times before another came around and got him with a swing as he slashed twice before stabbing it in the throat and killed it. The meter went from 144 to 164, then 184. Naruto went around the corner and rolled to the side of an arrow that came flying at him. He rolled and dodged another, then he slashed the bowman in the side before it foolishly tried to hit him as he went around and stabbed it in the back. He idly noted that after killing it the meter went up to 204, and he turned, seeing the way back down was a fog-covered doorway leading to the area the beast had fallen in. Naruto sighed and drank one sip of the Estus flask, then felt the minor wound he received heal. He then turned to the fog door and went through, idly noting the pop-up of. Naruto sat at the bonfire and he noted the menu had changed. It now showed, leave, level up, kindle, reverse hollowing, in that order. Naruto sighed, and he got up. He decided to look around the area he got dropped in, and he noted a guy standing there. Naruto-kun. You had best go investigate that guy, he might have information to help you on your quest. Naruto looked at the guy and noted a look of sadness. He walked up and saw a pop-up of talk. He decided to talk to the guy, and then the guy said, "Well, what do we have here? You must be a new arrival. Let me guess. Fate of the undead, right? Well, you're not the first. But there's no salvation here. You'd have done better to rot in the undead asylum. But too late now. Well, since you're here, let me help you out. There are actually 2 bells of awakening. One's up above, in the undead church. The other is far, far below, in the ruins at the base of Blighttown. Ring them both, and something happens. Brilliant, right? Not much to go on, but I have a feeling that won't stop you. So, off you go. It is why you came, isn't it? To this accursed land of the undead? Ha 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 ha." Naruto and Orochimaru both found the guy to be poor company, and Naruto said, "Thanks for the info. Hope you survive long enough for me to ring both bells." Naruto sighed as he walked away from the guy, going over to where he saw a small blue-white fireball hanging off a well. As he got closer, it faded into a body of a poor sod close to falling into the well. Naruto reached out, touched the flame as the pop-up pillage corpse appeared. When he grasped the ball of fire, it became a small collection of those odd black objects he had gotten from the demon, and another pop-up appeared, Humanity 3. Naruto sighed and decided to explore the area. He noted the set of stairs and decided to go up those. He noted 3 paths and he decided to go right, and into the 3rd path. He walked along some ruins and soon saw another body with a hovering blue-white fire above it that had the pop-up pillage corpse emerged. Naruto reached out and the flame dispersed, revealing 6 small urn ball things and the pop-up firebomb 6. Naruto sighed and walked back to the path entry point and went down the middle path. He noted it lead to a place with a lot of urns and a person in odd armor holding a spiked ball attached to a baton. Naruto approached the odd man and talk popped up. Naruto sighed and thought, okay. Just like that the odd man spoke, "Hello there. I believe we are not acquainted? I am Petrus of Thorland. Have you business with us? If not, I prefer to keep a distance, if possible." Naruto sighed and was about to leave him be when he heard, "Naruto-kun, best pester him. He might just give up more information. Information is half the battle you'll face here." Naruto sighed and thought, okay, as the pop-up talk emerged again. Petrus spoke up, "Hello there. I realize that I have requested that we retain our distance, but I also want you to know that it is not meant in ill will. Here, take this, as a token of peace." "No, go ahead. It's for you." Naruto noted the pop-up of copper coin 1 and sighed. Petrus continued as Naruto took the coin. "Oh, my, you again? Oh, I know. How about this? I have to await my companions here anyway, so, what if I were to teach you some miracles? Would that please you?" Naruto noted the pop-up of "Why yes, no," and the thought, "No." Petrus spoke up, "That is a shame. But each to their own. Speak to me if you have a change of heart." Naruto sighed and walked off, ignoring the pop-up of talk. He walked up the nearby stairs and saw a strange shaft with 2 openings and another stairwell. He decided to go up the other stairwell first, and he soon saw another blue-white flame, and soon as he approached the flame the pop-up of pillage corpse came up and he grasped the flame, revealing, "Soul of a lost undead one." Naruto sighed and went back to the odd opening and went down one. It revealed a passageway he went through and dropped a small distance. Naruto noted the 2 chests, another area and a small passageway. He decided to investigate the first chest, and upon noting the open pop-up he thought, "Open." The chest opened and he saw another pop-up pillage treasure chest alongside a blue flame. Naruto grasped the flame and found another pop-up of Morning Star 1 and an image of the weapon Petrus had. The next pop-up was Talisman 1 and showed something of dress-looking figure with two small beads hanging off a small rope tying the dress-like object together. Naruto thought, okay, and the two pop-ups faded from view. He turned to the left and saw another chest, then approached it and noted the pop-up open, and so he repeated the process and got the pop-up, Cracked Red Eye Orb 4. The odd thing was it looked more like an hourglass with an eye in the top part. He idly wondered what those were for inside before he went to the final chest, the one next to the narrow passage in the rock. Naruto opened the chest ignoring the pop-up and grabbed the flame, noting the pop-up of Homeward Bone 6. He idly wondered what these items were for before he sighed and went to the passage and noted it opened up into a graveyard. Just as he was about to go, he noticed the chest and the pop-up of open. He opened the chest and got the next pop-up of Pillage Treasure Chest, and he grasped the flame as it dispersed to reveal Lloyd's Talisman and a picture of a pocket watch looking thing with the chain wrapped around it. He sighed and walked off the edge of the cliff face and saw some skeletons and a few weapons. He got a bad feeling before the skeletons began to assemble, and he turned looking for a way out. He noted the stairs leading deeper, and the stairs leading away from the graveyard. He turned and ran up the stairs going out the graveyard and noted the skeletons pursued him, until he got to the bonfire and tripped touching it, and they just vanished while a little pain from the fall faded away. That experience over, Naruto turned and saw a large water canal and decided to investigate it. He saw past the stairs was a hollow with a shield and sword covering the hollow with an axe. He decided to try kill it and see about getting the decent-looking shield it had. As the axe hollow attacked him, waiting until the last moment, Naruto swept its sword attack aside and buried his blade into its gut, killing it. He noted the meter went up from 2208 to 2280. He sighed and went to the Spartan as the Orochimaru in his head stated it looked like. As he approached, the Spartan ran towards him, and he waited till the last moment before he found himself set upon from above by a sword and shield hollow that looked more like an axe wielder who picked up their sword on accident. He also saw another hollow toss one of those urns he found, and soon it was tossing them down in 3-second intervals. Naruto noted when he repeated the use of his shield to knock aside and stab the hollow, the meter went up to 2352. He sighed and walked to Spartan, who came rushing to meet him, and it thrust its sword fast into Naruto's chest, dropping his health from 550 seconds to 179 seconds as one of those firebombs hit him at the same time. Naruto then slashed the hell out of the hollow and it died, but dropped nothing. The meter then went up to 2424 upon the death of the Spartan. Naruto sighed and drank some Estus, noting the wounds he received healed, and his health went from 179 seconds to 479 seconds. He sighed and drank some more Estus, filling his health all the way up. He turned noting the nearby flame, but a firebomb missing him narrowly made him reconsider getting it first. Naruto sighed and walked back to the stairs, then slowly walked up the stairs. Naruto noted another hollow that charged when he reached halfway up. He ran back down the stairs taking minor firebomb damage due to a lucky hit 441 seconds, and he reached the bottom and dealt with the hollow, noting the meter went to 2504. Naruto walked back up the steps and the firebomber tried to stab Naruto as he flanked it, then backstabbed it, killing it, taking no damage, as his meter went up to 2576. He turned and went up the stairs, idly noting the non-aggressive stance the hollow had. As he got to it, it struck and he took a step to the left and the hollow dropped the minor distance to the cliff, and Naruto decided to drop onto it. As he fell, he just stuck his knife down and knocked the hollow flat as he smirked before he stepped back to the stairs and the hollow rushed him. He blocked the strike and swung twice, killing the hollow as the meter went up to 2636. Naruto sighed and walked up the steps, noting a flame at the end of the walkway along the aqueduct. Naruto approached it and ignored the message as he grasped the flame, dispersing it to Soul of a Lost Undead One. He sighed and went back to investigate the flame below. The flame the Spartan guarded was another Soul of a Lost Undead One, and he sighed, then walked back to the stairs he had up and down just moments ago. Then he turned going into the aqueduct, noting a massive rat at the end guarding a flame. Naruto sighed and decided to kill the rat. He approached the rat, which turned and didn't even note his approach. Naruto grasped his knife with both hands and swung hard, striking a fatal hit, but the rat turned, and Naruto stabbed the spine, killing it. He sighed, noting the meter had risen to 2656. Then he grasped the flame, revealing it to be Soul of a Lost Undead One. He sighed and walked along the aqueduct. He climbed the stairs and saw a few more hollows, but once he ascended to the top of the stairs, and swordsmen swung at him, and he moved instinctually, knocking the strike aside as he stabbed the swordsman in the gut, killing it. The meter had risen to 2716 and Naruto sighed. Naruto turned and saw an axeman. Then he approached it and leapt at him, nearly hitting him, but use of his shield turned the blow into a glancing hit. Then he swung 3 times and killed the axeman. The meter rose to 2788 and Naruto looked around, thinking it to be safe. He decided to show his joy for taking on so many foes, not knowing that this was simply the prelude to what he would have to face eventually for a warm-up. His health meter went from 441 550 seconds to 351 550 seconds. As Naruto settled down, he walked forward and was attacked by a hollow who looked to be a freebomber, who had rushed him and swung his sword, catching Naruto off guard and dropping his health from 351 550 seconds to 249 550 seconds. Naruto swung twice and killed the hollow, noting the meter go from 2788 to 2848. Naruto sighed and walked along the small wooden bridge, noting the unease he felt. As he passed a doorway, he saw movement and a swordsman slashed at him. He acted on instinct and knocked aside the blow, then disemboweled it. He noted the meter went up to 2920 and sighed. He turned to the fog door and drank some Estus before he walked, though ignoring the pop-up of Traverse the White Light. Naruto noted he could faintly see a small glow like a flame, indicating he could pillage the corpse. He sighed and walked over idly, noting the health had hit full again. As he grasped the flame, he found it was yet another Soul of a Lost Undead One. He sighed and went up the stairs, noting the unsettling feeling he had, but no apparent cause. As Naruto looked around, something was stirring inside him. Naruto's mindscape. Orochimaru noted the Kyuubi looking around before spotting him in the altered cage. "So, why are you here? Someone else used the Shinigami to seal you in the brat?" Orochimaru sighed and said, "No, Kyuubi, after my original self sealed you off using a 5-pronged seal." He tried to mark Sasuke Uchiha. It took Naruto no time to replace himself under transformation as Sasuke to save him. "He got a cursed seal, and I am the manifestation of the cursed seal of heaven. I simply want to help our host survive, so I might be able to find a way to help him beat my original self." Kyuubi looked at the Orochimaru shard and sighed. "I wish the boy luck. He now bears a curse, myself and you created. I hope he can tame that curse he now bears. Otherwise we will forever be stuck here in this accursed land." Lordran, something the Jubi had known existed but had nothing to prove it did so with. "The boy had best try hard, otherwise our host will go insane, and become the very things he fights now." Lordran, Undead Berg. Naruto, finding nothing to cause his unease, stepped out into the walkway, but stumbled as a massive red scaly beast with wings landed just in front of him, breaking the stone walls on the bridge with ease and then flying off with a roar. Naruto sighed and got his racing heart under control and asked, "Do you know what the hell that was?" Orochimaru was silent, wondering the same thing. "A Hellkite Drake, a deadly fire using dragon spawn." Naruto went silent, then he sighed and walked along the bridge even more. Naruto, upon reaching the other end of the bridge, ducked back a little as a crossbow bolt nearly took off his head. He noted a hollow charge him and he swung once, but the hollow blocked it before he sidestepped it and stabbed it, then swung his knife 4 times, killing it as the meter went to 2980. Naruto sighed and stepped up a hollow on the stairs leading to the crossbowman came running down. He sighed and got ready for a fight, idly wondering if they hollows were stupid or just insane. He pulled back to the bridge and acted on instinct, blocking the first strike, then he parried the next one and disemboweled it in riposte. He noted his meter went up to 3052, as he climbed the stairs again. He stepped up once again, sighed and got ready to attack before dodging a bolt and rushing to the door below the hollow. He got hit by a bolt as he turned, noting the barrier wall break, revealing the hollow behind it as it charged him. He opened the door but got a slash in the back before he shut the door, noting his health had reached 342. Naruto noted a flame's glow and approached it, then grasped the flame, noting it had dispersed, revealing wooden shield 1. He sighed and thought of equipping it, as it suddenly replaced the target buckler shield in his hand. Naruto sighed and drank another sip of Estus. Naruto walked out into the area and noted the hollow that struck him. Naruto sighed and walked up the stairs to deal with the crossbowman. At the top of the stairs he snuck up behind the crossbowman and it turned and he rushed it before slashing his knife, carving into the hollow 6 times, before it dropped with a groan. He idly noted the meter went up to 3132. Naruto sighed and walked back down the stairs, ready to kill the last hollow before he spotted 2 more and noted the spears they had. Naruto was knocked out of his musings and reacted on instinct when the hollow struck, and he tried to parry the blow, but he was too late and was struck hard. He backpedaled and the hollow leapt after him, striking him hard, and he then swung his knife as hard as he could into the hollow's throat, killing it as the neck snapped with an audible crack. He idly noted the meter had risen to 3192. Naruto sighed and walked back before he felt a minute pulled towards the building by the crossbowman and saw a bonfire. He smiled and approached the bonfire and noted the pop-up light bonfire. He held out his hand and the bonfire roared to life, changing the prompt to restive bonfire. He decided to, and he noted the Estus he had was 6 sips. He sighed and tried to figure out how many sips it could hold, when he noted the menu options of leave, level up, kindle, reverse hollowing, try the option of level up. He thought of it and a screen showed up. Level 5. Soul 3192. Rec Souls 741. Vitality 9. Attunement 11. Endurance 9. Strength 9. Dexterity 15. Resistance 10. Intelligence 12. Faith 11. HP 552 550 seconds. Stamina 90. Equip load 49.0. R weapon 1 67. R weapon 2 20. L weapon 1 56. L weapon 2 20. Physical def 77 20. VS strike 80. VS slash 77. VS thrust 77. Magic def 81 22. Flame def 60 20. Lightning def 65 19. Poise 0. Bleed resist 106. Poison resist 122. Curse resist 30. Item discovery 100. Attunement slots 1 open. He sighed and looked at the odd screens, then he thought of what he wanted and he figured to up vitality to 10. He noted several changes. He also figured out the meter that had changed by the killing of the hollows had been at 3192 and figured out it was a meter of souls he had. Level 6. Soul 2451. Rec Souls 758. Vitality 10. HP 552 573. Physical def 7778. VS strike 8081. VS slash 7778. VS thrust 7778. Magic def 8182. Flame def 6061. Lightning def 6567. He sighed and decided to also increase endurance and strength, making all the changes made to the list. Level 8. Soul 918. Rec Souls 793. Vitality 10. Endurance 20. Strength 10. HP 552573. Stamina 9091. Equip load 49.050.0. Physical def 7783. VS strike 8084. VS slash 7781. VS thrust 7781. Magic def 8185. Flame def 6064. Lightning def 6570. Bleed resist 106109. Naruto sighed, then figured to upgrade resistance. Level 9. Soul 125. Rec Souls 811. Vitality 10. Endurance 10. Strength 10. Resistance, 11. HP, 552573. Stamina, 9091. Equip load, 49.050.0. Physical def, 7783. VS strike, 8086. VS slash, 7783. VS thrust, 7783. Magic def, 8186. Flame def, 6067. Lightning def, 6571. Bleed resist, 106109. Poison resistance, 122128. Naruto sighed again and idly noted an accept button below humanity and he thought, accept. A new menu popped up over the old one, confirm reinforcement, okay cancel, then he thought, okay. He immediately felt minutely stronger, more resistant, able to endure more and healthier. He got up and idly wondered what the humanity was for and, so he lifted one and found a description pop up. Humanity. Rare tiny black sprite found on corpses. Use top gain 1 humanity and restore large amount of HP. This little black sprite is called humanity, but little is known about its true nature. If the soul is the source of all life, what distinguishes the humanity we hold within ourselves? Naruto wondered what it meant when he felt an urge and crushed the humanity. He felt a great strength surge into him and he laughed, nearly losing himself in the power it gave him. He saw a counter that he had ignored because it read 00, now read 01. He then turned to the bonfire and sat down idly wondering what each option he now had meant. He thought, kindle, and a pop-up showed up, cannot kindle while hollowed. He thought, okay. He sighed and thought, reverse hollowing. He noted the pop-up and smiled, offer humanity and reverse hollowing? Yes. No, he decided to see what reversing the hollowing would do, yes. Naruto smiled as he felt something in him shift and felt normal again. He idly thought, kindle, when the menu popped up. He got the pop-up no humanity, and he smiled before he got up from the bonfire and crushed another humanity, noting the counter was back at 00, and he smiled as it became 01, while the soul meter was at 125. He then sat back down at bonfire and thought, kindle. He noted the pop-up of offer humanity and kindle flame. Yes, no, then he thought, yes. And watched the bonfire flare brightly as his Estus flask counter went from 6 to 10. Naruto smiled and fell asleep at the bonfire, waiting for himself figure out why he felt tired all of a sudden. Naruto lay at the bonfire and he woke up to a feeling of something being off. He took nothing of it when he saw nothing nearby. He sighed and got up only to see the hollows he had killed were gone, but others identical ones had shown back up. Ah hell, this is going to a bitch if it happens each time I rest at a bonfire. Naruto then looked and noted that the hollows seemed to have no idea he was there. He smiled and snuck up behind the crossbowman, then stabbed the hollow in the back, killing it before he saw one hollow trying to attack him. He acted on instinct and parried the blow before disemboweling the hollow. Another hollow snuck up on him, but he rolled back between its legs and backstabbed it. Naruto turned and saw a few glowing runic lines along the ground, and he walked up to one and the image of some blonde dude with a robe on, but it faded away before he could do anything. Naruto sighed, then turned and figured he had best moved forward. He idly noted 3 hollows who had tried to firebomb him, but a house blocked their firebombs. He idly noted his soul meter had risen to 349 and sighed. Damn, what did I do to deserve all this bullshit? Oh well. Hey Orochimaru, got any tips for me besides don't die? Naruto-kun, maybe you should look for a way to take out those fire tossers, not that I doubt our surviving being burned alive, but you only got 10 sips of that Estus stuff based off the counter I see, best not to waste it. Naruto sighed and nodded. Okay. Sheesh, like you could do any better, I got no throwing knives or anything like that. Naruto turned and noted a distinct feeling like he needed to get past those shield and spear hollows to get what he needed. Naruto sighed and walked downstairs, shield held high, and the hollows that had been behind the wooden barricade came rushing towards him. He acted on instinct and knocked the incoming weapon aside and disemboweled the hollow. He sighed seeing the meter go up to 421. Well, least I found out what the meter was, best try to deal with those shield guys. Naruto turned to face them and he stepped halfway out and brought his shield up, waiting for the hollow to make a move. Eventually he rushed the hollow, but his shield knocked the knife aside with ease as a spear point punched a hole in his side twice before he retreated and shut the door to his shield's original place before he drank a sip of Estus to heal. Naruto sighed and got ready to go back out and try killing the shield user he had struck before. As he opened the door, he got ready to defend and attack. He circled the hollow for a while before he struck, and it lets its guard down to strike. Then he ran to back and slashed it 6 times, killing it, notified as his soul counter rose to 521, before he turned and ran from the other one to try luring it to where he could trap it, but it just circled back and forth by the deal shield spear using hollow. Naruto sighed and stepped out of the small space he had and got ready to fight. He swung his knife and it bounced off the shield of the hollow, before he reacted on instinct and knocked aside the spear of the hollow before disemboweling it. Naruto sighed and noted his soul counter rose to 642 and he nodded. He went up and punched the crates open before descending the staircase and noting the open doorway, then walked through. "Well, now, you seem to have your wits about you, Then you are a welcome customer. I trade for souls. Everything's for sale." "Nay, he," was what he heard, as he saw a man who looked like he was barely there closer to the foes he had just killed, and then he approached, noting the menu pop up, purchase item, talk, leave, and Naruto sighed before he said, "What you got for sale?" Then he saw a menu pop up and smiled. Repair powder 500 souls, held 0, throwing knife 10 souls, held 0, firebomb 50 souls, held 6, Lloyd's talisman 500 souls, held 4, orange guidance soapstone 100 souls, held 0. Naruto noted an odd thing: there were a few more symbols at the top. He tapped the on, showing a sword crossed over a shield, and a new menu popped up. Dagger 300 souls, held 0, short sword 600 souls, held 0, scimitar 600 souls, held 0, rapier 600, held 0, hand axe 450, held 0, club 150, held 0, reinforced club 350, held 0, spear 600, held 0, short bow 1000, held 0, east-west shield 400, held 0, small leather shield 600, held 0, buckler 800, held 0, leather shield 800, held 0, heater shield 1000, held 0, warrior's round shield 800, held 0. Naruto decided to get the scimitar, and a new menu popped up, purchase for 600 souls? Yes. No, he thought, yes. And he saw the menu return to the purchase options, but found, scimitar 600 souls, held 0. Had changed to, scimitar 600 souls, held 1. Naruto sighed and got used to the feel of the scimitar in his hands and smiled before he found the knife icon had switched to a scimitar. He then thought he wanted the knife and found his hand automatically reached to the pouch on his back and pulled it out while putting his knife away. Naruto smiled and walked back into the building as he tested switching weapons out and found a minor delay in them. He sighed, then saw a hollow, smirked and approached it. He let it get close and moved his arm consciously to a ready position, and when it swung at him, he batted the axe it used aside and stabbed the scimitar clean through it, then kicked it off his blade on instinct. Naruto smirked, noting his meter, which had dropped down, when he got the scimitar, to 42, was now at 114. He then turned to the hallway nearby and decided to explore it. He walked down and passed the junction there and saw 4 unclothed hollows. He smirked and let them approach before he ducked under the swing of one and stabbed it clean through the head from the bottom, then spun around using the corpse as a club while bashing 2 hollows, then kicked the corpse and other hollow away and slashed the throat of one hollow he blocked before he spun around and parried the second strike from the one he kicked and stabbed it through the chest. His health had dropped to HP 502 from HP 573 before he turned and blocked one more strike, though he did take some damage, dropping his health to HP 441 from HP 502, and swung his scimitar, cleaving the head off, and smiled, then nodded. He noted his meter had risen to 134 after the first kill, and the second kill brought the meter to 154. The third brought it to 174, and the fourth had driven it to 194. Good quality and feels natural in my hands. Naruto smirked and walked up the ladder they had been guarding. At the top he saw a body with a flame over it, walked up to it and grasped the flame, revealing throwing knife 10. He thought, okay. And noted the pop-up faded away and he saw a small ledge he might be able to jump onto. On a whim he rushed to the ledge and jumped, landing on the wooden ledge and smiled. Once inside he noted a set of stairs and curiosity took over making him go up them. He came to an opening in the lean rail and explored the side first, finding a flame and body on the rail, then approached it and grasped the flame, revealing, light crossbow 1, standard bolt 16, okay. The pop-ups faded, and he walked back inside and dropped onto the firebomber past the ledge, killing it. He noted the meter rose to 254, before a hollow rushed him and he blocked it, then slashed twice, killing it, before he saw an axeman jump strike him and he blocked it, then killed it via 3 slashes to the chest. The 2 additional kills quickly rose the meter to 374. Naruto sighed and walked back to the bridge and brought the crossbow up, idly noting the scimitar was replaced by the crossbow, and took aim at a firebomber, then pulled the trigger. The bolt flew and missed the firebomber, 3 more bolts followed, and Naruto gave up using the crossbow, idly noting the return of his new scimitar. Naruto took a deep breath and rushed across the bridge, barely making it before a firebomb where he had just been. Naruto noted the hollows that had been inside and brought his shield up, barely blocking an axe swing from a rushing axeman, and another axeman managed to get in a lucky strike, reducing his HP to 349 from 441. Naruto parried the next strike and stabbed the hollow in the gut, but he did take more damage, reducing his HP to 281. He sighed and drank a sip of Estus, raising his HP to the full 571. As he set the Estus flask in his satchel, the door to his left was kicked open by a swordsman. The swordsman rushed Naruto, who, while startled, still was able to block the stab and returned a quick 3 slashes, carving a Z pattern in the abdomen of the hollow. Naruto sighed and walked out, noting the hollow firebombers above him, and smirked, then investigated the nearby house, hoping the owner didn't mind him searching for supplies. As Naruto stepped inside the house, he was met with a hollow, who likely was the owner, who rushed him. Naruto blocked the strike and slashed 2 times, killing the hollow. He noted the soul counter, going to be abbreviated as SC from now on, had risen to 634. He sighed and walked up, noting a large chest, and flung it open, revealing a flame, which when he grasped turned into Black Firebomb 5. He had a distinct feeling to save these for when he might need them. Naruto sighed and walked back out, suddenly feeling 3 odd feelings up ahead, but as quick as it came the feeling was gone. Naruto noted he had a firebomber and 2 others hollows, an axeman and a swordsman. As he walked up the stairs, the firebomber approached and Naruto two-handed his scimitar and slashed the hollow across the chest twice, killing it. As he noted the meter rose, he saw the other 2 hollows leap and strike him. He blocked the swordsman's blow, but the axeman nailed him, dropping his health to HP 436. Naruto sighed and dodged back, slashing as he cartwheeled back, damaging on hollow heavily as the other leaped at him. He sighed and slashed both hollows as they tried to strike him together. The wounded hollow fell, but the other lurched back and Naruto saw his opening and sliced the hollow's head off. Naruto sighed as he noted his SC was now at 814. He smirked and decided to get rid of the firebombers attacking the bridge. Though he did walk over to the house the 3 hollows had been in front of, and he responded, yes, to the open prompt. He noted the used master key prompt and snorted. He explored inside and saw an archway nearby and went through it, noting the chest it held. He smiled and responded to the prompt to open it, noting the flame disperse, revealing gold pine resin 3. He also saw a group of hollow, who might have been able to overwhelm him. He walked back to the door and decided to check out the area nearby. Noting a tower, and he walked up it slowly and stealthily to ensure he can quickly kill the foes, if any are up there, and have only the hollow group he saw before. At the top of the tower is a crossbowman who he backstabs and kills. He idly noted the counter next to his health rise to 01, and smiled, yada. I found more humanity. He smiled and walked down before luring a hollow up the steps to fight him, and when the hollow struck, Naruto knocked aside the sword and stabbed his new scimitar into the hollow's gut before kicking the hollow off the blade. The SC rose to 921, as a Spartan approached him, and he smiled when it struck before knocking the spear aside and ramming his scimitar into the hollow's gut and kicking it off as the SC rose to 1111. He smiled and walked along the path, baiting the hollow remaining into attacking him and knocking the blow aside, then stabbing the hollow in the gut and kicking it off, idly noting the SC rise to 1207. He smirked and was about to proceed, then an odd feeling told him something ungodly in comparison was nearby. He walked to the nearby steps going down and saw it. It was a massive knight and it wore rusty, almost burnt-looking armor with a massive sword it wielded with one hand, and a shield that looked oddly like a flag of some kind imprinted into metal. He was about to walk closer when Orochimaru spoke up, "Naruto-kun. Best avoid it until you know you can kill it. It looks calm and as though its weapons and armor weigh nothing to it." Naruto nodded and walked back up the steps before looking up and seeing a hollow with a barrel in front of it. Naruto walked up the steps and rolled to the left just as the hollow rolled the now alight barrel at him and nearly hit him. As he stood up, the hollow rushed him before he parried the blow it went for and struck hard into its head, piercing it and ending the hollow. He wiped his blade clean and walked up the steps before feeling something even stronger than the, as he dubbed it, Black Knight. He shrugged it off and walked up the winding stairwell until he found a foggy doorway and went through it. He felt two pulses of flame like souls and climbed the ladder, then killed the two crossbowmen with ease after they shot him twice. As he came up the ladder he noted the SC rose to 1447. Naruto sighed and drank some Estus, feeling the wounds close up, and drank more until his health was at the full HP 573. Naruto then climbed back down the ladder and he saw a large beast drop down after he walked halfway across the bridge. Stopping and turning back around he ran until he reached the ladder. Then he started to climb and narrowly avoided the beast's massive club. He reached halfway when the beast struck him and took his health to HP 286. He rose to the top and dropped onto it, taking away a fourth of the red bar that appeared, and he smirked, then raced up the ladder and took a hit, nearly killing him, reducing his health to HP 34. He sighed and drank some Estus as the beast stood down there dumbly looking up. He decided to see how effective the black firebombs were, but as he got one out he then got knocked off the tower as the beast jumped up and the force of the jump knocked him off the tower and into the forest below. As a tree top impaled him through the stomach he knew no more and felt darkness. Naruto lay at the bonfire and he woke up to a feeling of something being off. He looked down to see he had lost his human form. He sighed and got up only to see the hollows he had killed were gone, but others identical ones had shown back up. He sighed and repeated the earlier actions, and soon was at the tower he had fallen off. Though he did take damage, reducing his HP to HP 463 crossing the bridge, while the firebomber and backup had reduced his HP to 342, and he got a hollow warrior waistcloth from one of the backup, while he drank a sip of Estus. Though the spear Spartan did reduce his HP to HP 438, he drank some Estus as he climbed the step leading to the Taurus bridge. He noted his SC had reached 1096 as he reached the fog gate. Naruto waked through the fog gate to the Taurus bridge and climbed the ladder, then killed the snipers and smiled, then recovered his souls, the SC counter reaching 2703, and got ready to fight the Taurus. He idly noted the humanity gauge was at 01. Naruto climbed down and angered the Taurus, then ran like hell and climbed the ladder, prepping to toss a black firebomb on it. As soon as he did that he saw the thing prep for a jump and climbed down the ladder. He narrowly avoided being killed like he was the last time, and he noted the firebomb had removed 2/13 of the boss's health. He climbed a little further down and heard it leap back, then climbed up and fire-bombed the beast again, making its health be at 9/13. He then once again climbed down the ladder and narrowly avoided being crushed to death like the first time. It quickly became a game of that tactic until he ran out of black firebombs, after wasting one accidentally missing as it leapt back, then straight up as it landed from the first leap. By the time he ran out of black firebombs the beast's health was at 5/13, and he got an idea to use regular firebombs on it, having 6 of those. He climbed a little down to send it back, then firebombed it and climbed the ladder. Each firebomb reduced the health by 1/13, until it had one left, and Naruto decided to stab it with his scimitar. He killed it and noted the fog gate vanished. He got a whopping 3,000 souls from it, driving his SC to 5,703, and got Humanity 1, Homeward Bone 1. He smiled and walked along the now clear bridge, noting another one and hoping it was unguarded. Of course, the fall onto the beast had weakened him to HP 268 573, and he drank a sip of Estus, making his health reach HP 568 573. Once he was past the damned Taurus bridge, he noted there was a set of stairs and a set of boxes with the glow of a flame behind them. He casually slashed the boxes and revealed the flame, then grasped it and got a large soul of a lost undead one. He smiled and decided to see what was past the stairs. Naruto went down the stairs and felt a compulsion to see what the odd feeling coming from the balcony was. At the edge of the balcony was a man, a knight by the look of him, Naruto idly noted, with green fur on his upper armor and a feather of all things on his helm. Naruto purposefully ignored the pop-up of talk. Naruto approached and greeted the fellow, and got a greeting in response. "Ah, hello. You don't look hollow, far from it. I am Solaire of Astora, an adherent of the Lord of Sunlight. Now that I am undead, I have come to this great land, the birthplace of Lord Gwyn, to seek my very own son. Do you find that strange? Well, you should. No need to hide your reaction. I get that look all the time. Ha ha ha." Naruto tapped the guy on the shoulder and he spoke up. "That is a noble goal. I suspect you will find your son." Solaire then continued, "Oh, aha. So, I didn't scare you? I have a proposition, if you have a moment." Naruto smiled and answered with the pop-up of, "Yes." Solaire then sounded like he was smiling. "The way I see it, our fates appear to be intertwined. In a land brimming with hollows, could that really be mere chance? So, what do you say? Why not help one another on this lonely journey?" Naruto smiled and answered, "Yes, that would be very much a good thing, Solaire." Solaire then spoke up again. "This pleases me greatly. Well then, take this." Naruto noted the pop-up, white signed soapstone one, and though, "Okay," Solaire continued then as if nothing had happened. "We are amidst strange beings, in a strange land. The flow of time itself is convoluted, with heroes centuries-old phasing in and out. The very fabric wavers and relations shift and obscure. There's no telling how much longer your world and mine will remain in contact. But use this to summon one another as spirits, cross the gaps between the worlds, and engage in jolly cooperation. Of course, we are not the only one engaged in this. But I am a warrior of the sun. Spot my summon signature easily by its brilliant aura. If you miss it, you must be blind." Ha ha ha. Naruto smiled and clapped Solaire on the shoulder, then walked back to bridge, idly noting the scorched bricks on it, just before he heard wings beating and raced to a small stairway on the right side of the middle of the bridge. He barely made it in as a fire-breathing beast scorched the bridge, and he felt his SC rise to 6,141. However, he got scorched as well and his HP dropped to HP 436 573. Naruto noted the few flames as he walked back up and saw the giant-scaled beast from before the bonfire after entering the area he somehow knows as the Undead Burg. Well shit, how am I going to get there? Naruto felt something pulling him down the stairs and he saw he entered a room with two doors, one leading out under the bridge and one going into the structure he is in. Naruto walked over and saw the Undead Burg bonfire and a ladder. He kicked the ladder down and climbed down to rest at the bonfire, idly wondering what to do now. Naruto thought, "Accept, and yes." He got up and decided to go under the bridge to get across, and come back to deal with the dragon thing later when he was more fireproof, and he felt like getting a lighting element weapon to deal with it. Naruto turned and climbed back up the ladder, then got out under the bridge, noting the odd feeling like dying caused of being kicked off would be humiliating. He walked along the right underside of the bridge and saw a hollow facing away. Naruto smiled and snuck up on the hollow, then stabbed it hard and kicked it off. Then when it got up and tried to stab him, he bare-handed parried the strike and thrust his scimitar through its chest, killing it. The SC rose to 1457. He idly wiped the blood off his blade and continued on after grasping the flame it left when it died. The flame dispersed, revealing Hollow Soldier Helm 1. Naruto sighed and walked to the other side, since the right was a dead end. Naruto rolled back, avoiding a spear thrust, and he got ready to kill the hollow, then blocked a second thrust, then parried the third and riposted, killing it. He saw the SC rise to 1557. He smiled and walked down the path, noting a set of rats. Great, giant rats, what's next? A giant pig with horns? As soon as he thought that, he felt a shiver of dread. In the undead parish, a giant armored boar snorted and had the urge to gore anyone blonde with a scimitar. It looked around, then decided to watch the path it heard the drake along, hoping the reason it felt enraged would come through. Naruto shivered and decided to try to avoid getting near anything remotely close to that train of thought. He walked along the path and blocked the hit from the rat that scurried to him, then slashed it twice and killed it. The SC gauge rose to 1577 while he sighed and repeated this on 2 more and killed them, each giving 20 souls, putting the SC gauge at 1617. He idly noted his health had dropped to HP 573 594. He saw a ladder and climbed up it, noting he could see a bonfire through the closed gate, with the lever on the inside of it. Naruto sighed and turned around, then stepped up and a hollow charged him while he saw a giant armored boar and thought, "Oh shit, it does not look happy to see me." He parried the blow from the hollow and slashed it 5 times, killing it, his SC gauge at 1697. He looked with dread at the armored boar and sighed. Naruto stepped up and saw a hollow rushing him. He barely blocked the blow, noting the damage he took was moderate. He slashed it a lot and killed it, raising his SC to 1797, but had no time. A spearman rushed him and stabbed him twice, reducing his HP to HP 108 594. He ran back and healed himself to HP 408 594 using Estus, then decided to deal with the spearman. The spearman stabbed him as a hollow rushed to a large gate and dropped it, sealing that way off. The spearman reduced his HP to HP 266 594, but he parried and riposted the next blow, killing it, and healed himself to HP 566 594 with Estus as he grasped the flame the hollow left behind and noted the SC was at 1877. He got a hollow soldier helm 1. Naruto sighed and walked to an archway, noting crossbowmen and wanting to get rid of them to easily take out the pig. The boar glared at Naruto and snarled, then tossed its head, looking pissed off. Naruto shivered and got ready to try killing the crossbowman. At the top of the stairs was a spear using Spartan, and Naruto barely beat it, his HP having dipped to HP 217 594 twice, and he healed with Estus each time. He sighed and decided it was now a good idea to kill the crossbowman and then the pig. His SC had risen to 1977. The armored boar turned and glared at Naruto as if daring him to try killing it. Naruto saw the glare and wondered why it was looking at him that way. He shrugged and backstabbed a crossbowman, then slashed the other using 2 hands on his scimitar. His SC had risen to 2137. He noted a Spartan had rushed him and he parried the blow, then riposted it, killing it and raising his SC to 2217. He noted a flame and grasped it, revealing alluring skull 4. He thought about how to use them when a small menu popped up, a skull with meekly lingering souls. Throw to shatter and spread souls to attract certain enemy types. Souls are a concentration of life, and the life-starved hollows are lured by its power. Not effective for all enemies. Naruto smirked and took aim, then tossed one into a fire nearby, and the boar spun around, then rushed it, squealing as it burnt itself, and Naruto ran to the way up and turned around, then shouted out, "Hey, you ugly pig! I bet you're all alone because you suck and stink from it." The boar turned and charged Naruto, who was by a burning body on a pike. He was rushed by the boar and it burnt itself again. Naruto then tossed an alluring skull but got gored a bit, reducing his HP to HP 323 594, while he saw a small red bar appear above the pig, which soon was barely at half. He then smiled and tossed another alluring skull at the pike and watched the boar rush the pike. By the time he tossed the 4th, it was at a third of the bar. When he was out, it was at a 4th of the bar. Naruto went up to where he found the alluring skull and pulled out a firebomb, then tossed it at the boar. It cut the health down and he tossed the last one he had, cutting the health down to an 1/8, but he fell. The boar almost gored him. He drank Estus and noted he was below half of the Estus left and rushed to a small tunnel and ran past the beast, then up the stairs and tried to find a way to strike it from above. The beast struck him and nearly tossed him, but he managed to escape, but he was not at maybe 3 sips of Estus left and the beast would kill him before then. He two-handed his scimitar and snuck up on the beast, then stabbed straight into the unprotected backside of it. Naruto was kicked away and the beast gored him, nearly killing him, but was at 2 sips left of Estus, and he remembered the throwing knives and pulled them out, and tossed one, hitting the beast and harming it. He continued to do so until the beast started to limp badly. He rushed it and slashed it once and it groaned, fell on its belly and died. Naruto sighed and noted the SC was at 2967. Naruto then walked back down and saw two hollows and smiled, then slashed them both and brought his shield up, ready to block any more strikes. None came, and he stepped out wary of an ambush. Naruto was right to be wary as a hollow tried to attack him by jumping off a small ledge overlooking a set of steps. He blocked the strikes and got ready for more since he felt a few more in the area. Naruto dispatched the last on this floor and looted the mystery key from the body and looked around, climbed the ladder and got ready to deal with the two up there. His SC at 3091, his humanity gauge at 01 and his HP at HP 442 594. Naruto crested the top of the ladder and parried a blow from one hollow, then riposted and then blocked the strike from the other one. The second hollow then kicked his wooden shield aside and slashed him 3 times, reducing his HP to HP 78 594 while sending him off the edge to land on his back, and he suddenly found himself moving on instinct and slashed the sword arm, then spun around and kicked the kneecap, shattering it, before he punched the hollow in the ribs twice, then slashed the hollow's throat with the bandit's knife before kicking it into the ladder behind it and stabbing through the hollow's head from below with sword of the other hollow, which had fallen, and Naruto felt exhausted but drank his estus, leaving only a single sip left, and sighed seeing the hollow very dead. His HP gauge read HP 378 594, while his SC read 3131. Naruto climbed the ladder again and saw a small flame on a thin walkway and climbed over to it. The flame revealed, "Large soul of a lost undead one," when he grasped it. He then carefully walked along the way back and climbed a second ladder, then noted an empty room. He walked along it and saw a fog door that shone bright enough to momentarily blind him, but he passed through it and saw it lead to a wider but shorter bridge. He walked across the bridge and saw 2 divergent paths. Naruto went right, taking the path opposite of the stairs, and saw some kind of knight, at least it looked like one. Just beyond it he saw a flame and knew to get it he would have to kill this knight. Naruto walked up behind the hollow knight and two-handed his scimitar, then thrust the blade into the hollow. He saw the knight get back up and sighed, then slashed it once. It spun around and sliced him harshly, then for a while he held up his shield and the rapier it had before he dropped the shield a little to kick the hollow and was rewarded with a harsh stab to the neck, killing him. Naruto lay at the bonfire, noting the SC and humanity gauges were at 0 before he got up and climbed the ladder and for fun aggravated the Drake by stepping on the bridge and racing down. He noted the SC reach 555. He stepped out under the bridge and got to slash the Spartan 3 times, killing it and making the SC rise to 635. He saw the flame it left and grasped it, revealing, "Hollow Soldier Waistcloth 1. Naruto sighed and and the pop-up faded. Then he aggroed the spear Spartan and brought up his shield, then tried to parry the thrust but was too late and his HP dropped to HP 396 594. He then parried the next thrust and disemboweled the hollow with a vengeance. His SC had risen to 735. Naruto got ready to proceed when he realized he really needed a bow or something to take out the Drake. He sighed and decided if he ever recovered his stuff he would get a bow. As he approached the rats he was rushed by 2, and he got hit before he eliminated the 2 rats. His HP had dropped to HP 307 594 and he sipped some estus, healing his wounds overall, and making his HP rise to HP 594 594. He proceeded with shield up and eliminated the rat hiding, then walked along to the ladder and climbed it. His SC had risen to 795, he noted as he got ready to deal with the first Spartan. He parried the stab it always opened with and stabbed it right in the stomach, killing it. He noted his SC had risen to 875 and his humanity gauge had risen to 01. He smiled and got ready for the next Spartan. He blocked the opening stab, then parried the next and riposted the hollow, killing it. The SC rose to 955 and he saw a green flame floating above a blood puddle with ash in the center. He recognized it as his own remains, and he smiled knowing if he got it he would be back to what he had upon last death. But he instinctively knew it would only be one existing, meaning he would be out of the last death amount when he died next if he didn't recover it. He aggravated the spear hollow and smirked, then parried the thrust and disemboweled it. The SC rose to 1055 and he saw a flame appear on the corpse of the hollow. He grasped it and it revealed, Spear 1. He decided to try it, after got the souls he lost back, and dealt with crossbowmen. He thought okay and pocketed the spear. He proceeded up the stair and approached the second spearman hollow, then struck it lightly and got shot with a crossbow bolt in return. Then the hollow thrusts out with a return fire, and he gets hit twice before retreating, noting his HP was at HP 162 594. Naruto took a sip of Estus and noted he was healed, so his HP read HP 462 594. He brought up his shield and got ready to block the bolts and parry the hollow when he could. He approached and noted the hollow was waiting for him. He barely blocked the thrust, but it knocked him off balance and a few bolts got through, stunning him, and he was unable to block the next thrust, his HP dropping to less than half remaining. But a sip of Estus returned his HP to HP 390 594. He then parried the next thrust, having rolled down behind cover and slashed the hollow, killing it, making his SC rise to 1155. He then moved up and slashed the crossbowman 6 times, killing the first, and his SC rose to 1235, while the Spartan below them rushed up to help as he kicked the other crossbowman off. His HP from the few bolts hitting him made his HP to HP 212 594, while his SC rose to 1315. He noted the crossbowman had reached him and lazily blocked the strike, then parried the next and slashed the hollow 3 times, killing it, making his SC rise to 1395. He then sighed and dropped down, making his HP drop to HP 183 594, onto where his souls had been before he touched the ash in the center, and his SC rose to 2450. He then took a sip of Estus and healed to where his HP was at HP 483 594. Then he proceeded to go to the hollow room and massacre them one by one occasionally getting in a lucky strike. At the end of the first floor his SC had risen to 2570, while his HP had reached HP 243 594. He sipped some Estus and his HP rose to HP 543 594. Naruto then climbed the ladder and saw the 2 hollows from before and blocked the strike they opened with and slashed them both twice, killing them. His SC rose to 2610 and he took minor damage, likely from holding the shield in place, but maybe not, his HP having only dropped to HP 541 594. Naruto walked along and out the bridge, noting the same path he took earlier, and decided to try killing the knight again. He crossed the bridge and snuck up on the knight, then stabbed it in the back, noting it fall and get back up. He then got stabbed by it, his HP dropping to HP 354 594, but he parried the next stab and riposted. He noted the limp it had and swung his trusty scimitar twice, killing it. He noted SC rise to 2810, and he walked to the flame, grasped it, then got a Knight Shield 1. Naruto sighed and wondered how it compared to his wooden shield when suddenly a menu popped up, with a display for each. Wooden shield, ATK, Physical 54 plus 0, Magic O plus 0, Fire O plus 0, Lightning O plus 0, Critical 100. DMG reduction percent, Physical 93.0, Magic 40.0, Fire 30.0, Lightning 65.0, Stability 52. Knight Shield, ATK, Physical 68 plus 1, Magic O plus 0, Fire O plus 0, Lightning O plus 0, Critical 100. DMG reduction percent, Physical 100.0, Magic 30.0, Fire 60.0, Lightning 40.0, Stability 56. Naruto decided to equip the Knight Shield, and though it was heavier it offered more protection. He thought about how the bandit's knife was compared to his trusty scimitar and found another menu pop up. Bandit's knife, ATK, Physical 56 plus 11, Magic O plus 0, Fire O plus 0, Lightning O plus 0, Critical 147. DMG reduction percent, Physical 45.0, Magic 10.0, Fire 30.0, Lightning 30.0, Stability 26. Strength 11, Dexterity 10, Intelligence 0, Faith 0. Ox effect. Bleed 300, Poison 0, Divine, Occult. Durability 189 200s. Weight 1.0, Scimitar, ATK, Physical 80 plus 15, Magic O plus 0, Fire O plus 0, Lightning O plus 0, Critical 100. DMG reduction percent. Physical 45.0, Magic 10.0, Fire 30.0, Lightning 30.0, Stability 30. Strength 7, Dexterity 13, Intelligence 0, Fate 0. Ox effect. Bleed 0, Poison 0, Divine, Occult. Durability 123 160ths. Weight 1.5. He smiled and decided to see how the bandit's knife stacked against the spear. Bandit's knife. ATK. Physical 56 plus 11, Magic O plus 0, Fire O plus 0, Lightning O plus 0, Critical 147. DMG reduction percent. Physical 45.0, Magic 10.0, Fire 30.0, Lightning 30.0, Stability 26. Strength 6, Dexterity 12, Intelligence 0, Fate 0. Ox effect. Bleed 300, Poison 0, Divine, Occult. Durability 189 200ths. Weight 1.0. Spear. ATK. Physical 80 to 46, Magic O plus 0, Fire O plus 0, Lightning O plus 0, Critical 100. DMG reduction percent. Physical 40.0, Magic 10.0, Fire 30.0, Lightning 30.0, Stability 26. Strength 11, Dexterity 10, Intelligence 0, Fate 0. Ox effect. Bleed 0, Poison 0, Divine, Occult. Durability 180 180ths. Weight 3.5. Naruto decided to try out the spear now and got it out idly, noting the fact it felt off in his hand, but when he held it in both it felt right, and it gave him a fair amount of reach. He sighed and switched to his scimitar and got ready to proceed. He climbed the stair he had ignored and saw a spear user nearby and got ready to attack. He parried and disemboweled the hollow in quick movements and smiled at the rush of souls, raising his SC to 2910. Naruto proceeded along the path and came upon an area that likely was a trap. He sighed and proceeded to spring the trap. Hope it isn't that many foes. He took a sip of Estus to be at full strength and walked around the corner. As he barely walked along the corner he saw a spear and got ready, then heard something rushing at him from behind. He retreated back up the corridor he had walked along into the trap and got ready to defend. He acted on instinct and parries the first blow from another of those knights, and then riposted. He noted a red bar above it turned mostly orange and drain off, but it still lived. He got ready, but it kicked him away and stabbed at him, reducing his HP to HP 380 594ths. It then drank Estus of its own and the bar filled up halfway, and it rushed at him, but he blocked the strike and swung his scimitar twice, taking a quarter of the remaining health off. He then drank a sip of Estus and slashed at it two-handing his scimitar, once, twice, thrice. The red bar fell away, and his SC rose to 3070. He smiled and got ready to deal with the spear using hollow around the corner. He stepped around the corner and cleared both ways, then rolled out and brought up his shield to goad the hollow into striking. He blocked most of the first strike, but it skittered of his shield and slashed into his shin, taking his HP to HP 328 594ths, but he swung his scimitar 3 times, noting the enemy HP bar was reduced to a quarter remaining, though he noted his stamina bar was gone. He backed up and let it refill, then rushed while blocking the strike and swung his scimitar once, killing the hollow as his SC rose to 3170. Naruto turned around and walked along the path, then noted a divergent path that led to what looked like a courtyard. He walked along the pathway down and noted a flame across from him. He stayed away from steps that likely lead to a door nearby in case it led to him being attacked by hollows, and he walked along, then saw the gate that had dropped. He also saw the hollow who dropped it, and he snuck up on it and stabbed it in the back. He saw the red HP bar fade away and his SC rise to 3250. He smirked, then noted the flame nearby and grasped it. Basement key 1 popped up after the content of the flam was revealed. He shrugged and muttered, "Okay. Wonder why this was even here." He then walked to a lever and figured it was how to raise and drop the gate. That he reached over and pulled on it, not knowing he was about to release a good friend who would start of being a dangerous enemy. The gate rose and he felt a foreboding feeling. He walked along the left side of the stairs and got the next flame, noting it revealed a long-hafted axe-like item with a spear point emerging from the axe hilt. Halberd 1 was what popped up, and Naruto sighed, okay. Then he hefted the item and suddenly a menu popped up revealing its stats and details. Halberd, ATK, Physical 80 to 46, Magic O plus 0, Fire O plus 0, Lightning O plus 0, Critical 100. DMG reduction percent, Physical 40.0, Magic 10.0, Fire 30.0, Lightning 30.0, Stability 26. Strength 11, Dexterity 10, Intelligence 0, Faith 0. Ox effect. Bleed 0, Poison 0, Divine, Occult. Durability 200/200s. Weight 6.0. Weapon type. Halberd. Attack type. Regular, thrust. Long-hilted weapon mixing spear and axe is difficult to handle, requiring both strength and dexterity. The halberd has two elementary attacks, spear-like thrusting and large sweeping swings. However, one false swing and the wielder is left open. Naruto whistled as he hefted the halberd but sighed, damn, this might take some getting used to, more than the damn spear. Naruto sighed and put the halberd into his back pocket and it simply vanished. Naruto sighed, then walked back to the path he was originally taking and noted a few hollows there. He sighed and got ready for a fight, but he rushed down the stairs and dealt with one hollow via parry and riposte. His SC rose to 3,330. The next hollow he blocked a slash from, but when he went to slash he got shot with a crossbow bolt and then it stabbed him and his HP had dropped from the near simultaneous attack to HP 52,594. He ran to cover from the crossbowman and got pursued by the hollow he had been slashed by. He was able to drink a sip of Estus, bringing his HP to HP 352,594. He then spun around and parried the hollow's thrust, then riposted, depleting the enemy's HP entirely. His SC rose to 3,410. He then got ready to kill the crossbowman, but he felt the foreboding presence from before. Due to looking for the presence he got hit with a crossbow bolt and his HP dropped to HP 300,594, and he ran behind the crossbowman then stabbed him in the back. He noted the hollow was near dead and it showed HP -84 above the red bar, and he swung once the hollow got back up, HP -23. The hollow's HP bar faded away and his SC rose to 3,490. He sighed and decided to avoid the cathedral for now. Naruto noted a path the hollows guarded and went along it. As he got closer he heard the cling of metal on metal, but it was too rhythmic for battle. He realized it was a blacksmith. He hurried along the path and entered a building with a set of stairs going down, and he raced down them noting a bonfire on the landing. But he ran further down and saw a large man with a hammer pounding away on an odd thin-bladed sword. He walked up to the man who noticed him and quit hammering on the thin-blade sword. "Well, you must be a new arrival. I'm Andre, of Astora. If you require smithing, then speak to me." Naruto then noted the options that popped up. Modify equipment, reinforce weapon, reinforce armor, repair equipment, purchase item, learn gesture, talk, leave. Naruto decided to see about reinforcing his scimitar, in case the reason for the foreboding feeling showed up. He noted a new menu pop up. Bandit's knife, longsword, straight sword, hilt, scimitar, morning star, spear, halberd, light crossbow, target, shield, wooden shield, knight shield. Naruto tapped the scimitar option and he then noted a menu pop up. Scimitar. ATK. Physical 80 plus 15, 88 plus 18, Magic O plus 0, Fire O plus 0, Lightning O plus 0, Critical 100. DMG reduction percent. Physical 45.0, Magic 10.0, Fire 30.0, Lightning 30.0, Stability 30. Strength 7, Dexterity 13, Intelligence 0, Faith 0. Ox effect. Bleed 0, Poison 0, Divine, Occult. Durability 123/160ths. Weight 1.5. Naruto then handed over the needed souls, scimitar, and titanite shard. Then, shortly after he was given his scimitar back, and he noted the menu pop up with a new reading. Scimitar. ATK. Physical 88 plus 18, Magic O plus 0, Fire O plus 0, Lightning O plus 0, Critical 100. DMG reduction percent. Physical 45.0, Magic 10.0, Fire 30.0, Lightning 30.0, Stability 30. Strength 7, Dexterity 13, Intelligence 0, Faith 0. Ox Effect. Bleed 0, Poison 0, Divine, Occult. Durability 160 is. Weight 1.5. Naruto smiled and thanked Andre. He noted he was back at the menu and chose leave. I'll be seeing you, then. Be careful out there. Don't get yourself killed. Neither of us want to see you go hollow. Naruto then went back up to the bonfire, lit the bonfire and sat down, gazing at the flames before he sighed. That's all for now. If you enjoy then please like, share and do comments.